Hello guys, welcome back to Affirmations. I'm hoping you all can hear me okay. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can know when I post, okay? And for those of you that are new, welcome. Thank you to my subscribers as well as any new subscribers that I have. As you can see, I'm not in my normal location, guys. I am on a kind of family vacation celebration for my daughter. She got her associates in social work. So I promised her a trip. So this is my first time kind of being at a resort. And as you all know, the last time I rarely travel. The last time I traveled was on a cruise ship, and it was really not to my liking. I'm always talking about, making sure you're clear on where you're spending your money. The experience was okay. But a lot of times when you're traveling, you're really looking for that hospitality or treatment. Throughout history, sometimes our people have not been treated the best. But a lot of times, depending on where you go, can determine how well you're treated. Well, this is a resort, and so this is my first time trying this, and so I think this may be more of my level. This is very nice. I love the fact that everything is included. And so it's been very nice. So right now, we're actually, can you ask them to give me a Coke, please? We are actually eating lunch right now. But I think that, yes, thank you. Let's see, we are, and my daughter, she's not gonna let me show her. She's quite the fashionista. So I'm just gonna kind of put the camera around. Hold on, tell everybody hello. Looking it back. I'm assuming the recording is still going. I don't know if I can do that. But yeah, so as I'm just sitting here, such a beautiful day, guys. And look how pretty. And understand it was so funny, the travel, all the changes that happened. Again, we got something inclusive. Road transportation was supposed to be included. Then come to find out it wasn't included. So it was a lot of last minute things I had to figure out. And I am one, the family knows that I'm one that if there's any type of confusion or chaos, my answer is I think I need to go home. But I do think I'm realizing spiritually it's good to kind of practice going with the flow, being able to problem solve, even though I hate it. But everything worked out fine. So I'm very proud of myself. I've come a long way. There was a time when I would have just, all the kind of little last minute changes and stuff that we were told, all the way up until we got here would have just deterred me, and I would have been on the trip in the room just like I can't, I'm recuperating. And so I'm bringing it up to kind of talk a little bit today about how we all have our positives, our strengths, and our weaknesses. Gracias. Yeah. How we all have our positives and negatives, right? We're never going to be perfect. And one of the things I always kind of struggle with is, I can be very friendly, but I'm also can be very serious. I like things in order. And as we know, life can be quite chaotic and not in order. I think in the past, of course, you would make that work. I also, younger, was a person that if it was uncomfortable situations, tried to, cheer things up, make it fun. And I guess it was more of a people pleaser. I think now that I'm getting older, I'm no longer interested in that. I'm quite blunt now. If something sucks, I'm gonna say, I think it sucks. And I think it's time for me to go and go to my room and rest, and y'all have fun. And so I think sometimes we kind of would label that as bad, but what I've learned is not bad. It's okay that we are not as accommodating. It's okay that we're not perfect. What's important is that we don't force ourselves on people, that we don't, that we accept that our way could be annoying for some people, right? And then people that are annoyed with that we don't force them to be around us, okay? And we accept our limits, and and that's what's required. And we can try to change, but basically, if you notice, we kind of have a core personality. And it's just important. The most important thing is just to know what your weaknesses are, own them, accept that it's okay for people to be annoyed with your weaknesses. Also to respect if people don't want to be around you when you are kind of having, when they're seeing you in your weakness. And that's all okay. You don't have to even change much. But I do think being honest about things and upfront with people and giving them an opportunity to choose if they want to interact with you or not. And also too, the beauty of people understanding that, okay, this is this person's limit. They need a little time out and then they'll be back when they're recuperated, right? So that's the beauty of it, and I'm starting at this age, starting to fully accept myself fully and enjoying even, not accommodating, right? Being in my full power, but also too respecting people possibly and not forcing myself to be around people, forcing people to deal with me. I only am around people that can, understand me and understand that I may need a break here and there, and then they come back and we're good. So it is important that you have to find people that kind of match your level and that there's a compatibility. But again, we must not abuse power. We must not try to force people and act like we're not a problem. You could be perfect and someone can view something you're doing as a problem. The quicker we can accept that and try to problem solve that or negotiate that or figure out that, okay, we won't be around each other in these situations, but maybe we're friends in this situation, right? So we have to pick and choose, and all of it's okay, okay? So just learning how to embrace imperfections, right? Going with the flow. But I thought I just wanted to make sure I did a quick video today about that, loving ourselves fully, right? Again, as long as we're not abusing power and not forcing people to act like we're not, we don't have to convince people that I'm okay, and you're terrible because you're viewing something about me as bad. It's okay if they view it as bad. We just have to make sure that we don't, have to force them around us when they're uncomfortable, right? Now, this is what you also have to watch out for. When people have expressed that, oh, this is annoying, and you go, okay, well, let me go ahead and I'll exit stage left, and then I'll see that maybe travel isn't for us, and maybe we'll just be movie friends, or maybe we'll just be friends where we just check in here and there. But be aware of people. They'll be like, no, let's keep going to the environments that I just said you irritate me in. And you're trying to say, well, I just thought you said that was annoying. So we need to that's not where we need to hang out, right? In my imperfections. So, and some people like looking at you criticizing, right? They like to they want to put you in those environments. They say they don't like it, but they actually love it. It's quite entertaining. And I will say this, I am quite entertaining. When I am not quite happy and things are going awry, I say the most hilarious things. My daughter, she dies laughing. She says, Mom, you need a reality show. She's always laughing. I say, Larry, you should roll the camera. We'd be millionaires, girl. She starts laughing. But yeah, so we're just kind of learning to kind of go with the flow. But I'm hoping everyone is well. Do like, share, and subscribe again. Also look in the community posts. A lot of times I'm posting things there, okay? And so we will end with our saying. For those of you that are new, we do tackle the topic of healing slave trauma. Death and life is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Have you been feeding yourself fresh or rotten fruit? We've never wanted to be rotten, okay? We always want to mind the self-talk that we do with ourselves, as well as what we speak out loud, as well as what we speak about others. We want to make sure that we're not being malicious or lying on others. Sometimes they can't activate, reap what you sow. And we will end it with normally our ending statement. Everyone has a right to heal from trauma, okay? Even a race nation. And until next time, bye.